Years ago, here in this room, the National Advisory Council to the BLM was having their great big meeting here and elsewhere, whatnot, but they were going to have a big buffalo, the bison stuff, steaks and the hamburgers and so forth. They flew it down from Montana. There's a big story before this. How they ever got here, that's another story. But here they are, lined up. Jane had a great big table all the way down here. And here was the National Cattlemen's Association. Here was the Pig Association. Here was a token environmentalist. Here was, but there's all these people and their aides. It was a tremendous thing. Burford, because there was a lot of opposition to bringing it here because I was a saboteur. And Cal Black, he refused to come, blah, blah, blah. That was part of the thing in the Monkey Wrench Gang.
Cal Black was the villain in the Monkey Wrench.
But anyway, Burford, he says, and I have to say, he's on the other side of the street. But he says, come sit next to me. So here I sat right up there next to Burford, and I felt honored. At that time, his wife was really going through a hell of a lot of stuff going. And she was bad too. I mean, in the name of the environmental community. But here was something I really liked about that whole meeting. And I've always thought about it. You meet your guys, you meet the enemy face-off, if you can call them enemy. But those people, many of them, really think that they're doing good stuff too. That's why I like over and over and over again to meet as soon as you can with these people. You make good friends. The thing is, what you have to do is know that you disagree. Yeah, we disagree. I'm going to fight the hell out of you, just like I am with Jim Matheson. Here was a guy that I thought he would be a good Democrat. He turned out to be a Republican. And I'm going to tell him that at their state convention. That you're wrong. But I think through that approach, in our environmental activism, that we take that and say, you were wrong, and tell them why it means so much to you, that it means a lot to you, whether it's the health, or whether it's the environment, whether it's your cathedral in the desert, whatever. I think we've got to do that, and you're doing it. I check you guys out. I check you guys out. I check you guys out every so often. What are they doing now?
Up to no good. Well, you know, Ken, we're creating a whole bunch more rabble-rousers here in your image, in your model here. Where, you know, we may use a little different tactics than the ones you're accustomed to using, but you know, broads get things done in a little different way than the bros do sometimes.
Yeah. But anyway, that's all I really want to say today. I really want, and you're right. Roddy knows my funny ways. How she was able to put up working with me, the likes of me.
There are no likes of you, there's just you.
In fact, I didn't admit to it, but she taught me a lot about horses.
Oh,
I didn't, I just kept saying, boy, I never thought of that, Ronnie, but that is a good idea. And that was our relationship. The time that we had, you can, like I said last night, then I started seeing all these environmental books up there in the tack room. She taught me a lot of things. And, there's a lot of stories about that area down in your country, New Mexico. I admire so well. I'm not going to tell stories now, but there's environmental things that's going on down in New Mexico. My good friend Udall passed away the other day.
Yeah.
Mo, his brother, passed away a number of years ago. Very instrumental in my life. That'll be in my book. Buy my book when it comes out.
We're looking forward to it.
Yeah.
How's
it coming along?
No, I don't know.
Sorry.
It's so slow, it's so slow. I told, the first time I met Jane, she says, what are you doing? And saw books and so forth up on the transom of my truck. What's all this? I said, well, I'm writing a book. That was about 40 years ago. 30 years ago, something like that. 20 years ago. But I'm still writing my book. That'll be on my epitaph.
Nancy's still writing the book.
He's still writing his book. I thank you all for coming. It's been great to have you. I'll see you by and by here. Maybe we can have a beer together or whatever.
Well, we sure want to thank you and Jane
Yeah.
for your
Yeah.
incredible